Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. With the crew we have over 750 vehicles in the game. That is a lot. So when it comes to brands, we have a ton. We have a lot. I was going to say hundreds, but we do have a lot of car brands. However, when it comes down to it, we want more. We just want more. The crew, you're listening. We want more. So I've got 5 car brands that I really want to see in this game. I really want these in the game. So the crew, if you ever do watch these videos, my boys, I love you big time. Please bring them in. Starting with number 1. The inspiration for this entire video, as brought up in one of my last videos, of the car that's still not in this game. The A110 is still not in the crew. Like, that is crazy. French developers. And you don't have the Alpine. Like, what? Don't worry, the statement and the shock still stands. Alpine is a French manufacturer that was founded in 1955 making sports and racing cars. Using Renault's 4CV as a base, they used this car to gain class wins in major events, which is incredible. This includes the Mille Mille and the Coupe des Alpes. I hope I'm saying this all right. Later driving them at Le Mans and Sebring and also getting success. Producing the Alpine A108 Berlinette. This thing looks great, and if you have a little look close, it is the predecessor to the A110, the original one. This car was finally picked up in other markets other than just France. Brazil picked up this car and they renamed it the Willys Interlagos Berlinetta. The Alpine had racing prowess in 1971, finishing 1st, 2nd and 4th at the Monte Carlo Rally, which is incredible. It also went on to win the World Rally Championship outright, beating Porsche, Lancia and Ford. This continued for many years until they brought out the Alpine A310, which was the replacement car for the A110, and this is when the Lancia Stratos came out. You know, the car that dominated. However, they were still competitive and they won a round in the US. In 1976, they merged with Renault Sport and they carried on. They unfortunately did liquidize in 1995, stopping production of Alpine cars. However, in 2017, we saw the introduction of the new Alpine A10, and the rest is history. They have a brand in F1, and they have a great presence now. Some notable cars from Alpine: the original A110, the A310, the GTA, and the A610. Not to mention the Le Mans. The Le Mans, look at this thing, it's gorgeous. I was so happy to see Alpine come back in 2017 as a car company that had amazing racing heritage, amazing racing history. It's amazing to see. As a car fan, all of the younger car fans may not have ever heard of Alpine, so to see them back is perfect. And the fact they have a team in F1, it's awesome. The crew, please bring them into the game. You're French, so please. It's your home country, it's your home brand. You could get these in, guys, you definitely can. But on to our number 2, Lexus. Come on, why is Lexus not in this game? They produce one of the best sounding cars to have ever existed. So, Lexus is a company that originated originally in 1983 as Project F1, standing for Project Flagship 1, with the aim to build the world's best luxury cars. Finally coming out in 1989 with the Lexus LS400. What a beast. The name Lexus comes from the abbreviation Luxury Export US. So you've got the L for luxury, the X for export and US for USA. Lexus's aim was successful. They were making some of the best luxury vehicles for the US and other markets. Some of the sporty looking cars did sink through though. They had the SC400, which looks sleek, a nice looking coupe. It was gorgeous. Did I just say coupe? I mean coupe. Jesus, Canada's changing me. But yes, the SC400 looks amazing, and it was a little dip into their sporty prowess that they will develop with the F range. Starting in 2007, they brought out the ISF, and this thing was a competitor to the AMGs and the M division for BMW. So this was a little dip into their performance side, with a little sneak of supercar about to come. Though the F range debut in 2007, the Lexus LFA development was much longer, originally being codenamed the TXS in the early 2000s. The first prototype breaking wind in 2003 and spotted undergoing tests at Nürburgring. This car was developed for the Nürburgring and around the Nürburgring. The first concept showing its face in 2005 at the North America International Auto Show in Detroit, Michigan. With development from concept to production taking a little while because they switched from an aluminium frame when they're in concept form, and they changed this to a carbon fiber tub to improve the power to weight ratio and the weight distribution, which ended up being 50-50. As the LFA has the V10, they drew some resources from the Toyota Formula 1 team, which is very handy, and they got some help with Yamaha. Not Yamaha the bike maker, Yamaha the instrument maker. They helped fine-tune the sound. The sound of the exhaust note was actually helped by Yamaha, the instrument maker, which is insane. All this helped in the end. Auto Express magazine actually reported that the LFA set an unofficial lap time of the Nürburgring at 7 minutes 24. Incredible. Some notable cars being the Lexus LFA. Yeah, by the way, they also did a concept of a roadster LFA. Like, why didn't they bring this? The IS300 from the 90s. The IS500, which looks amazing, the RCF, the LC500, we have a whole array of amazing Lexuses. Plus, there's a little secret. There is Lexus in the game, at this location. Look, this thing is clearly the shape of a Lexus LFA. Like, what? Like, why? It looks like the shape of an LFA. And why haven't they brought the car into the game? It blows my mind. Right. I went on a little too long about Lexus there. So on to our last, number 3, the Hennessey. Hennessey are one of the most eye-opening companies. They try to produce the most insane vehicles. They produce some of the fastest cars in the world and some of the most insane creations ever. Hennessey Performance Engineering was founded in 1991 by John Hennessey, who was modifying cars like Chevrolet, Dodge, Cadillac, Jeep, Ford, GMC, and Lincoln. They were modifying these vehicles and just taking them past the thoughts of possibility. One of the notable cars being the Hennessey Venom 650R, which took a 1996 Dodge Viper GTS and making it one of the world's fastest road legal vehicles in the world. Yeah, I say that. It was insane. It was insane. They made a power output of 650 brake horsepower, and it could get to about that 215 mile per hour, which is actually insane. It did a quarter mile in 10.8 seconds at a speed of 130. That is wicked. Taking the Venom name, Hennessey got their hands on a Lotus Exige and put a twin-turbo V8 in it. This was rated at 1,244 brake horsepower, which is insane, and it was 1,244 kilograms. So this power to weight ratio was 1:1, which is crazy to believe. And this had a top speed of 270 miles per hour. So this was in the leagues of Bugatti Veyron at the time, which at the time we thought no one could ever break this speed limit. It blows your mind. Plus, look how good this looks. Yes, it does look like the Lotus Exige, but they stretched this bad boy out and it looks insane. I think the Hennessey Venom GT looks wicked. I think it's one of my favourite fast cars. It just looks the nuts. Then they announced they were going to make a successor to this called the Venom F5 with a reported 301 mile per hour, which is makes my brain just shatter. It's incredible. This thing was unveiled at SEMA in 2017 with a whole new design, their own design, and it looks wicked. Getting from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds dead. It had a 6.6 litre twin turbo V8 engine, which was producing 1,815, and yeah, that 300 mile per hour. Wow. They made 24 of these, each costing 1.6 million, and a 0 to 249 mile per hour speed achieved in under 20 seconds, which is disgusting. That's just disgusting. Oh my god, wash its mouth out with soap. That is crazy. But they don't just make the world's fastest cars. They make insane creations like the Velociraptor, where they take a Ford F-150 Super Duty and they just make it crazy. They offered this in a 6x6, 6 wheels. 6 wheels, my friends. They offered this in 6x6. Not to mention they also brought the Exorcist, which was a Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, and they just tuned the living heck out of it. They put a supercharger on it and they called it a day. It was rated at 1,000 horsepower and it could achieve a quarter mile in less than 10 seconds. Remember, that original Venom they did, it didn't hit that quarter mile in less than 10 seconds. Well, this thing can, and it was faster as well. It could get to 217. And by the way, all these vehicles are in Forza. The Crew, these are in Forza, my man. Like, what? These are in Forza. Like, can we please get them into the Crew? Because we need some variety. Yeah, I know, I just said at the beginning that we have loads of variety, but we need more variety. I definitely think we do. We need more. We need Hennessey. We need Lexus. We need Alpine. We need all of these. But that is another video. This one, I wanted to get into a little bit of information about these cars because I think vehicles have great history. And I don't think a lot of people know about these histories. So for me, I love just looking into it, researching, because it fills my life with some joy. I know that sounds really sad, but but thank you so much for watching. If you've got any suggestions, what car brands do you want to see into this game? What cars do you want in this game? Car brands? What are we thinking? Obviously, there's hundreds, and to be honest, I would love to make a good few more of these videos because it's great fun. But thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. It's St. Patrick's Day today, so be careful and be safe, my friends. Thank you, goodbye, and raise a glass to St. Patrick. Bye.